Hello everyone, me Phone here, and I'm Son of Beast. As you all know, that the season of the NBA is officially done for the year. Now it's time to step into the postseason and get started for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Who will be heading to the championship game of the conference, and in the NBA Finals? Find out once this game starts here in the first round. Let's get started on 2K Sports.
Hello everyone, I'm your host, Ballround Pen, and you might be thinking, why am I here? Well, this is the part of the game that I'll be in the pregame show, and right now, I'm not here in the halftime show, but I will be here in the postgame show. I'll be the last one after each games are completed for today's of the day later before tonight's game. This is the party afternoon game here, another primetime edition, ready for another attack. This will be Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. Right now, New York Knicks are home at the Garden and they're about to see if they can win the game number 3. Right now the series tied is 1. I will have Kevin Harlan take over with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. Across from here will be David Aldridge here on the sideline for today's game. I'll be back with the post-game show, and as with the crews here with Shaquille O'Neal and whoever on earth it is, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the guy in the middle, I don't know what this guy is. With that being said here now, I'll be back with the post-game show once again. Now, on to the game. Kevin, guys, all yours. See you all later.
And as they gear up for this challenge on the road, a look at the Cavaliers. These guys mean business. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. And on tap tonight is the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the 90s NBA was physical, and no team embodied that more than the Knicks. When the league cracked down with rule changes in 1997, it was seen as a direct response to New York. Then Nick Doc Rivers said, those were anti-Nick rules, obviously aimed at us, because we did those things so much more and so much harder than everybody else. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Look at Cleveland's starting group.
Right now, your starting key matchups here in this game is Darius, is Donovan Mitchell, and Josh Hart.
And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, the forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Now, here's Mitchell. Passes it to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Mobley double teamed. 18 feet out. Allen's shot is off. It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Garland. Robinson kicks to Brunson. Allen with the rebound. And here is Okoro. And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Randall. Too hard. Here's Barrett. And that one.
Cleveland foul number 35. Isaac Okoro. His first personal foul. First team foul. R.J. Barrett for the Knicks. Out of line for 2.
One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is RJ's godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
That one is off.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard slash forward who wants to keep improving.
Second free throw, no good. In some organizations, RJ, unfortunately, no, they'll have to make big changes in the offseason. So, with that being said, what's it like for players on those teams at this stage?
Isaac Okoro.
A lot of people, there's an understanding that this is now a job. You're not out here playing for fun. You're out here proving your value to other teams, to other coaches. And don't forget, the coaches, sometimes they're the first ones to go.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. First quarter of play with about
Out of bounds. Knicks ball.
to New York, going to the possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And you get open is Robinson.
And Mobley is terrific at contesting shots, using that length to make a difference.
A three from Garland. An offensive rebound. And Allen with
Jared Allen.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Hart. Good D by Mitchell.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to block.
Jared Allen. Assist by Donovan Mitchell. Timeout. Knicks.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Garland, a finalist for Most Improved Player of the Year in 2022, took a huge leap forward with his play.
And fools, it's supposed to be AT&T 5G Slam Cam, not Mobile One Drive. Sorry. But don't forget me, alright? Just forgive me and forget what I just said to you all. Anyway, as you see, those two head coaches making aggressive out there, but they only attackers that are really gaining momentum. Very hard and gaining a lot of points. But trying to make the lead here a very countable runner attacker. It's not that easy. And with all the pick and rolls they need, they gotta start focusing. Back to you, Kevin.
The Knicks have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, GM.
His shooting reached a tipping point.
Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Lays the basket up. And here's Randall. Passes it to Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got a second bucket tonight.
Assist.
Passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition.
Jared Allen.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Cleveland. Randall surveying the D. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart, no good. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
RJ Barrett.
That kind of positioning, just too skilled at finishing.
The assist by Jalen Brunson.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers This is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
And there's
Darius Garland for 3.
A consistent threat from outside. Garland looks to fire whenever he can get open from there.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Randall. Shoots the 3.
Julius Randle for 3. And Brunson 6.
It's franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect for what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had.
New York foul, number 23, Mitchell Robinson. His first personnel foul, first team foul. Jared Allen going to the line to shoot 2.
They have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton, they nailed just about every one of their selections.
And that one ball for Allen.
New substitution for the New York Knicks.
Isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes.
Now subbing in for the players.
He is a rare breed.
Number 6, Yardy Griggs. Number 1, Odie Toppin. And number 55, Ian Hartenstein. Number 4, Derrick Rose. And number 5, Aaron Quickly. Timeout, Knicks.
New York takes timeout. Beaten by the Pacers in the last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively. And that gave up way too many easy shots.
Yeah, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
If you're waiting for the Stanley Cup playoffs, we got the next game coming up here in game number 5. After this part of the ultimate of this game will be happening here in round number 2. So you will see them. As for one of the players are making an advancement to try to earn their way down to the conference finals. It's in between those two. And for New York Rangers, however, they won their last game for the first time of the season in NHL 22 of the Stanley Cup Finals. They were the champions, but for real time, it was the Colorado Avalanche. Will the Avalanche take a win? Your call. Now back to this game.
Here's Rose, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Faster quickly. Back to Rose. Here's Grimes. There's the pass to Toppin. No good with the triple. Cleveland leading by 4. Locked up there for Allen.
Jared Allen, assisted by Karis LeVert.
Finding his teammates when they're open.
Pass it to Hartenstein. From deep, Rose. And again, it's the Knicks missing. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
There's LeVert, and there's the drive.
Karis LeVert.
Creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. They keep it up. Their lead will only continue to grow.
Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off the shot. Now LeVert. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. A shot by Wade, no good.
It wasn't a lot of resistance there, but
That's the end of the first quarter.
And so,
With the New York Knicks, number 9.
in the driver's seat.
And Cleveland Cavaliers, 17.
Their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this.
And make some noise for your Knicks.
this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Let's go
Trail
Knicks.
by 8. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Green, Levert out there with Ricky Rubio, and there's Jared Allen, and it's Osman.
R.J. Barrett.
And you hear the term point forward. Kevin Gregg, we had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. And Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Here's Rubio after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Here's Allen. Goes to the...
Jared Allen. Ricky Rubio.
Up to 8 now for the Cavs. New York shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher.
Danny Green.
He's studying the greats and it's paying off.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Quickly gets to Toppin. Pass to Hartenstein. And he lays it straight in.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
First 2 points of the night.
Only Toppin.
The pass to Green. Allen with it. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Green passes to Allen. Rubio in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Emmanuel.
Next foul. Number 5 is a quickly. His first personal. Second team foul.
In for Toppin.
New substitution for the New York Knicks.
Then for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley's checked in for Osman. Mitchell comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Garland in for Ricky Rubio. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Curry with the ball. To the wing on the left. Randall. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect at the moment.
Donovan Mitchell.
Gracious, way to get up.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Grimes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here's Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Handle outside. Takes a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a softball. Left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different.
Jared Allen.
We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull from softball.
2 free throws.
Cleveland foul. Number 10. Darius Garland. His first personal foul. First team foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach?
Jalen Brunson for New York at a line for 2.
That one falls for Brunson. Wade.
New substitution.
For Cleveland. Charles
Substitution for the Knicks. Number 25, Mitchell Robinson. And number 3, Josh Hart.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Richard, last season, a historically close race for the scoring title. And it came down to the wire between LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. It was thrilling those last couple games.
It was beautiful. To me, it reminded me of 90s basketball when you had Shaq and you had David Robinson and Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon. And now bigger players go back. Size and strength is still valuable in today's game, and you love to see it.
Now, here's Barrett.
R.J. Barrett for 3.
R.J. Barrett, much more comfortable shooting.
Mitchell. Passes it to Garland. Make the shot. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
He just looks
2 minutes remain in the first half of the period. 2 minutes.
Pass to Randall. Brunson against Mobley. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over a Corral. Robinson misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now, here's Hart. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
R.J. Barrett.
Chasing down the Sixers for all of
Cavaliers 25. New York Knicks 20.
Bounce pass from Garland. Mitchell finds Mobley. All for Robinson. Mobley misses. And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. It's a 5-point game.
Jalen Brunson.
As a playmaker for there,
And the assistant here from Josh Hart. R.J. Barrett.
Now, here's Mitchell. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Now the Knicks with it. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Here's Brunson.
Jalen Brunson from Josh Hart. Timeout, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Timeout is called. First in the game for the Cavaliers. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They tried to put that one behind them.
the guys in that fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by Adidas, American Express. Don't live life without it. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We're nearing the end of the first half of the period. Coming up will be the halftime show. As right now, those two, as Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and right now for the other recruits, they will have to talk about the first half of the game. This will be the next one coming up right after the end of the first half of the period. It's right now a close game, a 25-24 run. Looking for a lead here tonight, and we'll find out who will have one. Guys?
He's checked in for the Knicks. Quickly comes in for Jalen Brunson. LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. Cavaliers leading. The pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. Mobley outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
It's Barrett on the wing.
R.J. Barrett.
Got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks.
Knicks lead 26, Cleveland 25.
Most effective.
That's the end of the first half of the period. New York Knicks 26 and Cleveland Cavaliers 25.
David Aldridge is standing by on the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Coach. Our team is still developing. What do they need to do Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
All right, let's have those guys go with dancers. All for you.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Some struggles for New York in the first quarter. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8 points in the period. They did not come out of their warm-ups with their A game. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half, and now hold the 1-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
What you like is many of their baskets come off the six. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball. I'm going to shoot, and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can pick it up themselves.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
No, they didn't play too safe. Those were some much needed points. And it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Now we send you back to Kevin Arlen and the crew. I'll be back with the postgame show. See you later.
We've got second half action for you as the next couple of quarters are similar to the first. This one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jared Allen in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart against Barrett at the 3 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Hart. Excellent D there from Allen. Cavaliers trailing.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
Now Barrett following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Stolen by Okoro. Garland against Brunson. Here's Allen, and then Allen.
Jared Allen. Yeah, from Isaac Okoro.
You don't have to run a ton of stuff for it.
And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of this hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting the team.
Now, here's Mitchell. Okoro, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside.
Not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Barrett. And he gets the
Cleveland foul number 4, Evan Mobley. His first personal foul, first team foul.
What do you think of the Suns right now?
R.J. Barrett from New York are the line shooting 2.
All my friends back home are just loving Chris Paul. He has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They were a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. And he makes the first.
We know that the New York Knicks already have lost against the Atlanta Hawks. That was last time, in 2021. But hopefully in this game, it will happen again.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Donovan Mitchell
One's good as Mitchell.
from Darius Garland.
Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
He had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Inside, here's Allen.
New York foul, number 23, Mitchell Robinson. His second personal foul, first team foul.
Guy with Allen's
Jared Allen from Cleveland at the line, shooting
Cavaliers have
2.
gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Free throw, good. Allen. Under
The
now for Cleveland.
substitutions for the New York
Comes in
Knicks.
from Mobley. And it's
Number
Green
55,
and Okoro.
Iron Hardenstein. Number 6. And number 6, Quinnan Grimes.
And Allen drops them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Bryant. To Brunson. Randall onside.
Julius Randle.
Allowing Randall to get back close to the aggressive defense.
Cleveland 31. And the New York Knicks 29.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell outside. Pass to Green. He dishes it to Allen. Good.
Jared Allen
By Green to
from
set it up.
Danny Green.
Allen's got 20 points.
Timeout.
And
Knicks.
he's made his mark on offense especially. They gotta be thankful he's on their squad.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
There's a lot of players that might be going for the offensive of the drive. As you may know, Cleveland Cavaliers have never made it to the playoffs that far since last year they had made it towards its way. And since 2018 was the last part of a game that they have made it all the way down to the Eastern Conference Finals and into the NBA Finals to face against the Golden State Warriors. This part of the game happens to be a tough one on the breakout chain. And right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers are seemingly that Donovan Mitchell really wants to see if he could try to take it over and move their team up to the next round. This is tough for the angle. 2 guys have the blocks in between Jared Allen and also Mitchell Robinson. It's a tough one to make an inbounds, but don't let this happen. They might be coming in for a little more. Back to you.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Garland. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this.
Ricky
final
Rubio
half of play.
checking in for Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland.
Brunson scanning the floor. And there-
Offensive foul on New York. Number 11, Jalen Brunson. That's his first personal foul. First second team foul.
And got there first.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
This is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Rubio outside. Here's Osman. And there's
Seti Osman.
the
Assistant, Ricky Rubio.
Just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's gonna take better rim protection than that if they're gonna climb out of this hole.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, that block could really change the momentum.
Jalen Brunson. Cleveland Cavs 35 and New York Knicks 31.
Pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low. Good.
Ricky Rubio.
By Green to set it up. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And how about the impact that Green has on his team?
Jalen Brunson from Josh Hart. Cleveland 37. New York 33.
Go outside. It's deflected. Here's Grimes. The teardrop falls in.
Big Grimes.
Cavalier lead.
Cleveland 37, New York 35. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter of the period. 2 minutes.
There's Allen. Second shot opportunity. And the
New York foul number 30, Julius Randle. His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Allen looked more for his offense.
Jared Allen from Cleveland. At line, 2 shots.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland. That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers with some
New substitution for Cleveland.
He's checked in for
Number
Green.
32,
And
Desmond Wade.
Silver subbed in for Mitchell.
And number 3, Harris LeVert.
And he sinks the second. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Randall. Stolen by LeVert. To the middle. Allen finds Wade. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Grimes. Randall.
Knicks ball.
Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
A new substitution change for the New York Knicks. Number 4, Derrick Rose. Number 5, in quickly. And number 1, Oni Toppin.
.125 left to play in the third. Rose gets to Randall. Over Allen. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. One effort here tonight. Now the pass to Austin. Wide open. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Shot from 16, and too long on the shot. The Cavaliers leading by 3. There's LeVert. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Rose finds Toppin. Back to Rose.
Derrick
Rose
Rose.
has got his first 2 points.
And this is who Rose is.
Cleveland 38, New York 37.
Aggressive defense.
Passes it to LeVert. Now, here's Rubio.
New York foul number 4, Derrick Rose. His first personal foul. Third team foul.
They get to the line.
This is his first trip to the line.
Rookie Rubio. Out of line for 2 shots.
He has been as steady as they come at the strike. Shoot 2.
First one falls for. And
New substitution for the New York Knicks. Number 23, Mitchell Robinson. And number 9, R.J. Barrett.
both free throws good from Rubio.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Rose takes the Barrett.
R.J. Barrett, 3 from Derrick Rose. Knicks in pass, 40.
And here's LeVert.
You know what?
That's the end of the third quarter. New York Knicks 40 and Cleveland Cavaliers 40.
We got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Fourth quarter coming up next. It's a tough one. A lot of breakout action. I like that idea. But it's going to be coming up here after this.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And up in your feet, it's Gary quarter 4.
Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Okoro. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Wade in at power forward. When it's shooting straight 49% from the field. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Back to Barrett. New York moving it around. Quickly finds Brunson. Here's Robinson. Wade is covering. Robinson misses. Well, Cleveland shooting 40% from the field. The try by Mitchell.
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell at the jam.
Donovan Mitchell. Sisfeld. Darius Garland.
Mitchell gets some speed behind him. Look out.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Toppin. It's
Ernie Toppin for 3.
Cavaliers trailing.
Knicks 30-43 and Cavaliers 42.
Okoro shot is up. New York's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. Garland with it. Brunson picks him up. Garland dishes to Mobley. Throws up again. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half.
Hey, Ray. Quickly. Oh, Jalen Robinson. 45 for Knicks and Cavs 42.
Possessions. Right now, they need basketball.
And another miss by Cleveland.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Back to Toppin. Mitchell against Quickly. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barrett. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell passes to Okoro. The layup missed.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The pass to Quickly. Robinson on the wing to the paint. Here's Toppin. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 3. On the wing, Mitchell. Good.
Donovan Mitchell for 3.
5 points now in the quarter.
Something seems to
Timeout New York.
He's looking a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
New York calls timeout.
One thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made a really defensive advantage as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
This game is down the home stretch with 3:10 to go. It's a back-to-back game. They're going to need a lot of pressure to take over from the game side. Very tough now to make it clearable and take it from here. We're not sure who will take the lead here and score the most points here in Game 3. But we'll be keeping you in to find out who will have the most shots in the game of curriculum. Very tough on the inbound, but it's very not tricky. I must admit here, there was a one way that we all know that New York Knicks definitely really showed his great impression of Derrick Rose. He was one-time greatest player in the performance of this game. While he was transferred out to Minnesota Timberwolves, he didn't seem to be impressed how well. However, he returned over to the New York Knicks. He might have a couple more games to go of the season before retirement, and he'll be in the Hall of Fame in the NBA. We'll see if he can keep on playing to earn his victory. Now back to Kevin.
Look for New York. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. And it's Josh Hart in for Quickly. And Cleveland also making a change. Allen's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours,
Cleveland foul number 31, Jared Allen. His first personal foul, first team foul. Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. Going to the line, shooting 2.
He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. He misses the free throw. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. When Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter, boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
No luck that time either. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away.
Julius Randle. Knicks 47 and Cleveland Cavs 45.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Garland the pass to Okoro. High arcing shot.
Isaac Okoro
with the assist. Garland's got his 6th assist on the night. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Brunson. Here's the dish to Barrett. After Brunson. And foul on the shot.
Cleveland foul number 10, Darius Garland. His second personal foul, second team foul. Jalen Brunson out of line, shooting 2.
First one falls.
Next game coming up will be the Celtics and the Heat, as they'll be playing here in Miami-Dade in Florida for the next part of the game that will be happening here, covered starting here at 3 p.m. Make sure to catch the year on live here on Son of Beast, and don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Also, a special event here will be happening with the Animation Epic here for another meetup. Keep your eyes tuned, and get your tickets now.
Good for Brunson.
It's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Evan Mobley.
One. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a
Julius Randle with the New York Knicks foul. That's his second personal. First team foul.
Accepting these responsibilities.
Evan Mobley and a free throw for one shot.
What's up?
on the free throw. No good.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes. RJ Barron 3. Jalen Brunson. Knicks 52 and Cleveland 49. Donovan Mitchell.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your star. Mitchell delivered.
Everybody stand up.
Brunson kicks the middle. To Brunson. And the officials are
Offensive foul for Jalen Brunson. That's his first personal. Second team foul.
Advantage for the offense, but you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that hot. He's great call there by
Defense. Defense.
hard against Mitchell. Over Hart. And it's Mitchell missing. And
Donovan Mitchell. Timeout, Knicks.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by American Express. Don't live life without it. Ruffles, the official chip of the NBA. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And it's a chance now to check out the New Balance player of the game. Kevin?
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Darius Garland.
And to me, the best part of the game is the work he's done inside. Slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket with every play. He's had an opening.
Let's go, fans! Gets up and makes some noise!
For this one, Brunson finds Robinson. Passes it to Barrett. Here's Randall. Good D by Mobley.
Knicks foul. Number 3, Josh Hart. His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And so it's Mobley now who brings it up.
Knicks foul. Number 11, Jalen Brunson. His for personal third team foul. Darius Garland out of line. 2 shots.
The charity strike Garland is very efficient. He can really help his team here.
Final timeout for New York Knicks.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's what you said.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the 3-2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I go for the tie and avoid playing the foul here.
Here's Brunson. To the inside. Robinson finds Barrett.
RJ Barrett! 3! Timeout, Cleveland!
Timeout call for Cavaliers.
Looks like it's a back-to-back switch here. Looks like the New York Knicks are definitely coming back on the run. For the next part of the game, Celtics and the Heat, it'll be coming up later at 3 p.m. once again. So make sure you set up your notification here on your device. And don't miss out during tonight's game in a Western Conference matchup, as you're about to be seeing the Clippers and the Suns. And along with the other hand of the California Showdown, we have the Warriors and the Kings at San Francisco. I'll be here with that one for the next part of the game, for the pregame show, and here at the game at Staples Chase Center. So this part of the game, that'll be all coming up right after this. Guys, all yours. Close call. Who will lead? You'll find out what happens now.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell wide open. Right between the eyes.
Big time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Brunson finds Randall.
Julius Randle, 3 from Jalen Brunson. Final timeout, Cleveland Cavs.
And they've made that adjustment since the break.
And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here.
Close game right now. We're waiting for overtime to find out who will take it here. Will it be the Knicks or will it be the Cavs and take a lead series and 2-1? We'll find out with this part of the game. As you may have already have heard, in Season 4, the Knicks destroyed the Cavaliers at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. It was a part of their 50th anniversary, and the tough one of this game has turned out to be one prevalence of the profile. It was all what the players have done. This is what the game comes in. As Tom Fibodi says, our team needs help. We are not focused up and we're not ready for preparation. We have to stand for our team. We have to show we're responsible and be out with the good communication. Be out there, guys. We need this. We got this on your own. Don't lose it. You can do this. Back to you, Kevin. The next game could be it.
And here's Mitchell from the arc.
That's the end of regulation. New York Knicks 58 and Cleveland Cavaliers 58. On now to overtime. Well, we are going to overtime for the third game. Be right back after this.
Glad to have you with us as we get going to overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So it's the Cavaliers here. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Okoro in at the first. And the call.
Reaching foul on New York. Number 9, R.J. Barrett. His first personal foul. First team foul.
Allen kicks to Okoro. Outside Garland. Sinks the triple.
Darius Garland for 3 from Isaac Okoro.
Huge fans in Darius Garland. This guy has become the go-to man for them in these moments.
R.J. Barrett 3 from Jalen Brunson. Knicks 61 and Cavaliers 61.
Now, here's Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. New York moving the ball around. Brunson against it.
2 minutes remain, overtime. 2 minutes. R.J. Barrett. New Knicks 63 and Cavaliers 61.
Mitchell passes to Mobley.
Evan Mobley from Donovan Mitchell. Timeout, New York Knicks.
You can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
New York calls timeout.
Knicks. Everybody make some noise. Get loud.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Barrett. Randall onside.
Cleveland foul, number 4, Evan Mobley. His second personal foul, first team foul. Julius Randle at the line for 2 shots. Pretty good for right now. Julius Randle and the team are looking for a win to play here at the Garden. As you can talk about the last season, the part of the first game and the opener, they lost against the Memphis Grizzlies. It was a hard team that they had played. Hopefully by then, they'll find out if they can rematch again or not.
So against them both, and it's a 2-point ball.
Or do or not. We don't know.
Closely. No good that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Running it shooting at 51%. Really solid. Pass to Brunson.
R.J. Barrett! 3. Jalen Brunson. Knicks 68. And Cleveland Cavs 67.
Robinson with the block. Now to this overtime period. What a game. Oh, Barrett. And there's the pass to Robinson. Pocket 6. Brunson kicks to Robinson. From 15 feet away. Allen with the rebound. In with it.
Cleveland foul, number 43, Jared Allen. His second personal foul, second team foul. Julius Randle at the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Timeout, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 7. 32 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
Darius Garland for 3.
They trail by just 4.
I love seeing
Cleveland foul, number 4, Evan Mobley. His third personal, third team foul. Julius Randle at the line for 2 shots.
He gets the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Darius Garland. Timeout, New York Knicks.
Attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. 24 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing.
The NBA playoffs of overtime is on 2K Sports. Is brought to you by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. Mountain Dew. Do the do. And by Ruffles, the official chip of the NBA. If you're watching this game of the Celtics and the Heat, we got your next game coming up. In just only a few minutes, we will see how this pre-matchup starts. Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler are the key matchups for tonight's game in Game 3 in Miami. The next one could be going for the next takeoff for the win of this game. I'll be out here with the next pregame show, and as right now, Brian Anderson will be here in Miami. I'll be back with the postseason after this game's over. Guys? Cleveland foul. Number 35, Isaac Okoro. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Brandon Griggs out of line for 2.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws.
Final timeout. Cleveland Cavs.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and it has to be fast. They gotta take the first good look they get.
No timeouts in between. This is it. The last one will be it.
Here's Garland. Here's Allen.
New York foul. Number 6, Brandon Griggs. His first personal. Second team foul. Jared Allen from Cleveland at a line for 2 shots.
Shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Right now the game is already on, so after this one, you'll be sneaking in right towards the Celtics and the Heat game, right towards the next video. It's out now. Go ahead and click it up there for the next part of the video. It's out now.
And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing.
Cleveland foul. Jared Allen. His third personal foul. 15 foul. Mitchell Robinson out of line. 2 shots.
He misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Now, here's Mitchell. And he grabs the board.
Cleveland foul. Number 31. Jared Allen. This is for personal. 16 foul. Jalen Brunson. At the line. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost.
And that's the end of the game. Your final score. New York Knicks 76 and Cleveland Cavaliers 69.
I felt like gave it their all. When it came to OT, it was just all about determination.
It's time now to go courtside as we switch you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Taking what the defense gives him. I'm a lot more patient. Let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out there, but I try my hardest to have the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long.
On now to the post-game show with all-round Penn. Kevin and the crew, thank you very much. For the final score of the overtime winner, it was 76-69. A very great battle between the range of the two. New York Knicks, they're doing a very good job for them. And hopefully they'll try to keep it going here for the next one coming up soon in Game 4. Cleveland Cavaliers were trying to win the whole game. But now with the comeback switch, R.J. Barrett definitely have it all. With the 3 points of a shot. And then it was Julius Randle. There are a lot of players that were keeping an eye on the prize. Very turned out to be one traditional that they have done. Here's how they did with the total statistic runs. 40% for the field goals for the Cavaliers. And it was 3-pointers, 64% for the Knicks. Then the free throws, 68%. Fast break points was 12. Then it was points in paint for Cavaliers with 40, and 2 for second chance points. Bench points was given. 13 points here for the Knicks, and assist was 24. 11 offensive rebounds for the Cavaliers, and 32 defensive rebounds for the Knicks. They have 5 steals for the Cavaliers to turn it over, and 2 blocks were even. Very close call between the range of Jared Allen, and the other side with 1 block for Hardenstein, and 1 block for Mitchell Robinson. 1 turnover here for points off, and 4 was Cleveland. Team fouls were given was only 10. Very close to each other, almost turned out to be too much with the call. That's an over-possessive penalty kill here for the Cavaliers, over 10. 9 dunks were performed for Cavaliers, and 12 biggest lead in the game. 14:03 was their time of possession for the Knicks. So that was a great game. Now it's time to close out for the 3 star players of the game in Game 3. First up, number 3. We have a number 1 that we can definitely all thank for the better players that they have. Jalen Brunson. With 18 points, 8 rebounds, and only given 39 performance run. He had a great field goal percentage range here between 6 out of 7. Very well played on offense, doing really good. Now, for number 2. This one goes to Jared Allen with a block. That's 2 in a row. And 22 points, 12 rebounds, and a steal. Only 4 dunks were performed, and 22 performance was a tough one to get into the angle, in the paint, and a rejection. Now for number 1. This one can give a good finish and take over from the words from themselves. And that goes to R.J. Barrett. 29 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and made 3 pointers, were 6 of them. 6 out of 6 at the 3-point line. And free throws were only 1. 36 performance run for RJ Barrett. Well done for this guy. He's loving it. And as being said, I guess that's it. That's the end of the first game here in the playoffs of game number 3 of day 2. I can't thank you enough for watching for this part of the game. If you're ready for the next one, head on over to Celtics and the Heat. That will be playing at Miami-Dade or the Kamasaya Center. Until next time, peace out to everyone. And for a while as the NBA playoffs of 2K Sports style. This is Ball Round Pen. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let anyone get rejected on your shots if you're playing basketball. Stay focused. I'm watching you. I'm out.
If you don't, somebody will.